Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain to you 3 ways you can make some money here on party icons, farm something. All right, let's go. 2 ways allow you to farm in free to play. And one of these ways, right? You can't do being 100% free to play. It depends on having a specific NFT, and I'll be explaining it to you here. But all right, the first way is about the airdrop of the party token. Okay, the token that will be for the game. How is it working? Basically, each match, right, you can extract marbles. And what are these marbles? Here, when you go to warehouse, right, which is your loadout, you can see down here, look, marble collector. These items here are basically items where inside the map there's a specific boss area and you can get close to it. Click, press G, and it will start collecting marble. So you depend on recharging one of these 3 items here, right? These items do not drop on the ground when you die, okay? However, you depend on charging its energy. You can see that I bought the blue one. I paid, right, 1,000 diamonds to recharge it 10 times. And each recharge allows it to collect 10,000 marbles. So in this case, right, I go use it there in the game. When there are 10,000 here, I do the withdraw, and then I basically receive my marbles, okay? As you can see up here on the right, look, 20,000. I've already collected twice. I still have 8 items there to use, right? However, the way the free-to-play player will collect is, at the beginning, is with the basic, okay? Coming here to the mining station, I can show you exactly, look, so the basic marble collector, you can find it on the maps by farming normally, okay? I've already shown how to farm in my other video, right? Especially in the initial video of Rome, that's where you can farm. So you can find this item here and start extracting the marbles from the maps. But be careful, everyone. If you equip it here and you don't have a safety box, you might lose it if you die on the map, okay? So it's important to also have a safety box here, at least the standard one, right? This normal one here, the basic one. It only has 1 slot, but it's enough for when you enter the map to put your marble collector inside it, okay? You need to open the tab inside the game, click on the marble collector, and click on the slot of the safety box, alright? It doesn't go in automatically. Every match you enter, you need to place the item you want to keep safe in the safe slot. In this case, right, if you have the marble collector, it will be the item you want to store, okay? And by clicking here on play, you can see that, look, the first map, which is the most basic one where you can initially farm, right, is Rome. If you click here on the exclamation point, you can see, look, that it has a reward, right? 500 marbles, okay? This here is the reward for the entire map. So, considering that you enter there, right, several times, in this case, 20 times to complete a collector of 10,000, you will be able to farm a little bit. However, this is not the main marble farm, okay? You can see that there are other maps, for example, Hong Kong, right? Which are these maps here. There's this one where you need to have a loadout value of 50,000. This is not to pay to enter, okay? It's the value of your loadout. Where do you see this? Here in the loadout, look. When you equip your gear, it gives you a gear value, right? In my case, my gear here, look, is 182,000. So I can enter this 50,000 map here, okay? And by clicking here, look, on the exclamation point, you can see that there are 3,000 marbles here. In this third one here, where you need to have a gear of 1 million, you can farm 5,000 marbles. However, the biggest marble farming happens in these last 2 maps, which are open only 2 hours a day during the week and 3 hours during the weekend. In this case, it is open from 8 to 10, all right, Brasilia time. And you can see that the amount is absurd. So in this 50,000 map, there are 300,000 marbles. And in the 1 million map here, there is, 1 million marble, okay? So it's a much higher amount in these maps here. And for you to be farming the items and so on. In these Hong Kong maps are better maps, okay? The higher the difficulty of the map, the more you will be able to find rarer items and so on, right? In this case here, between the 50,000 and the 1 million. All right, now you know how to collect the marble, right? But how do you make money with it? Let's go. In this case, with marble, there is the free-to-play side and the side for those who have investment, okay? The free-to-play player will take this marble here and will not be able to convert it into marble. Why? It depends on having an NFT, all right? So, let's go. First part, you went, collected your marble, and you can sell it here at the auction. So here, look, you can see that for diamonds, people are selling 10,000 marble for 125, right? In diamonds on Buenal. Here, look, 125, 120. So in this way, you can farm diamonds, okay? And diamonds are a currency within the game that is cash. A person needs to pay $10 for every 1,000 diamonds. But there are people who end up buying, right, from other players through RMT a little cheaper than that, which makes sense for them. So people are usually selling 1,000 diamonds for about $8, okay? You can look for someone interested in buying on their Discord. So for those who are free, right, who will farm Marblite, they have this way of earning something here. And what does the guy with the NFT do? He will be able to make the transformation here, okay? Well, folks, the NFT is this collection here, Periaon's Hero, okay? So here on the Ronin market, you can search, you will find this collection, but pay attention. You have to get heroes that have the Alpha Hero True here, okay? Because these Alpha Hero True are NFTs that were minted in the first closed beta. There are NFTs that were minted in this closed beta too, and they are not considered for the transformation from Marblite to Marble, alright? So just pay attention to this, okay? The floor price for those marked as true is almost 12 Ronins here, $6. But another point you also need to pay attention to is this. Each rarity has its own mining power value. So you can see here, look, that the SR, which is that cheap one there, has only 1 mining power. What does this mean? It means that it transforms 1 Marblite into marble per minute, and in this case here, look, the UR has 16, CR 180, G2000, and LR 24,000, okay? So this SR here is quite low, right? And the UR already has a pretty nice boost, right? In terms of quantity per minute. But then you have to see what will make sense for your budget, right? For the person who is investing, and see if it will be worth it or not, right? So in case you want to buy here, I'll show you the process now on how to get this NFT into the game, okay? I bought an NFT here, right? That was on the floor. And then folks, you need to send it to the Ronin Waypoint wallet, okay? When you log in here, right, on the Periacon site, you log in with that Ronin Waypoint, which is basically the wallet they create when you log in with an email. So you need to have this NFT in this wallet, okay, which is this one here, game wallet, when you click up here. So you need to send your NFT to this wallet here, all right? So you can be buying in any wallet where you have Ronin and so on. You will click on the NFT there, click on gift, right, to send to another wallets, and you copy this wallet here, okay? If you're still unsure about clicking here, you click on inventory. This page will open, and then your wallet will be here. See, you can click on this little button here, and you will copy your wallet, okay? Once you've copied it, send the NFT to this wallet and it will appear here in the list, okay? Select it here and you choose burn to game. This will make your NFT go into the game and you will be able to use it there. A Ronin Waypoint modal will appear here for you to confirm. So, alright, I confirmed my transaction and it is now marked as burned, okay? And then inside the game, we will already be able to see it. So, alright, here folks, we can then see, come here to the mining station. And then what do you do here? How do you, set it up for mining? You click here on put in and you can select the amount of Marblite you want to transform. Here, I'll put in a small amount just as an example, because I'll probably place other heroes here other stronger NFTs for mining. But I'll put, for example, just 100 here. So I take it out of my bank and put it here, right, in mining. And then I can select the NFT down here. See? You can see that it has already appeared here. Look, I'll give a confirm, and then here I'll give a lock now. All right, I'll lock it here. Done. It's stationary here. And then we can click here. Look, start mining. And this way it will start transforming this Marbleite into marble, okay? This marble token here, right? It's what will be considered for the PAR token airdrop. And it's the game's token, okay? From the Pari Icons ecosystem. So basically, the marble is, let's say, the score for you to receive the PAR token as an airdrop. So this is how the person investing here in Pari Icons will be able to get a return with the PAR token. And then it depends on waiting for your TGE to be launched, seeing its value, so you can decide whether to sell or not, and so on. But alright folks, I explained to you two ways, right? One free to play and one for those who are investing, right? But with mining, right? With the PAR token, what is the third way you can make some money? And this way is also for everyone free to play. Here on the right, look, there's bounty. By clicking, you will be able to see that there are some rewards here. However, you need items to claim these rewards, okay? These rewards here, these bounties, they reset, alright? So every 3 hours they reset, or you can use diamonds here to reset them. And then PAR tokens might appear for you, right? Okay, so as you can see, I even got lucky here, right? With 500 PAR tokens and 50 PAR tokens appearing. However, you need some items to exchange. So for example, for this 501 here, I need 4 of these daily star items, which I will show you where you can get them. I need this level 4 Reverie badge and also this carpet here. Where can I get these 2 items here? By playing on the maps there, in this case Hong Kong, right? The higher level maps, you will be farming the game and consequently you will be finding these items, okay? The same goes for these items here, for the 50. But guys, the most important thing here is that mantle tokens might also appear for you to grab. So it has happened to me several times that 50 mantle tokens appeared, and nowadays it's worth around $40. I believe it might have dropped a little, right, due to the market, but it should be around $35 to $40, okay, for 50 mantle tokens. So it's a token from a network, it already has its value, and you can also get bounties from this token. So you can farm the items and you can get this daily star on the Pari Icons website, which I will show you now. Alright folks, back here on the platform, right, on their website, and you can see here on the right, there's a little star icon, right, the icon of the item itself, and a small button. You will click here on go, and it will take you to the page where you will be making the daily claim, okay? You can make a daily claim here every day, and that's how you will be able to have the amount required in the bounty for you to exchange. So, you have probably already connected another wallet. If you haven't done it yet, it asks you to make a wallet connection here, EOA wallet, okay? By clicking up here, you will see that there is this EOA wallet, and if you haven't connected it yet, which is any MetaMask wallet you have, your MetaMask or your main one, you will be able to connect it here, okay? Guys, be patient, because the site here has some issues with connecting. It might not show up, as I say, but then you just log out, log back in, and your wallet will appear here. Be very patient, okay? Because the site still has some issues, alright? So you will connect your wallet here. You can make this claim here for mantle, which is a gas for you to be able to claim the star here, but this token here is not enough for you to claim the star. So you will probably need to do a bridge or send some mantle tokens, if you already have them, to this wallet you connected here, okay? If you don't know a place to do a bridge, you know, from some token from another network to mantle, you can use gas.zip. So the site is this one here. Look, gas.zip, okay? Gas.zip. And here you will choose the token you want to receive. So for example, the mantle token, all right? And here you will select the network, right, where you want to send the money. So it will be from where you have money. You can see that there are several networks here, but be aware that it only accepts the token used as gas for that network. So for example, Abstract is Ethereum. Arbitrum is also Ethereum. Avalanche is the AVAX token itself. Base is Ethereum. So you can see here that there will be several network options, but you can't send, for example, USDC or USDT, you understand? For Mantle, it needs to be on this site here, on this bridge. It needs to be the gas token of the network itself, which is why the fee is even cheaper here, okay? It's very cheap for you to bridge here on their platform. So you will come here to choose, for example, I have Ethereum on Arbitrum. You will choose and make the connection here, right, with your MetaMask, okay, from your wallet. And then you will proceed with the process here. You select the amount you want to send. So for example, it can be just $1. It doesn't need to be that much. Then you will enter it here. Here's the wallet you will send to, right, the Mantle. So if it's the same wallet, you can enter it here, and that's fine. You will bridge everything correctly here, and you will receive the Mantle in your wallet there. With the Mantle in your wallet, you will click here on claim, right, from this star. It will ask you to switch because you are logged in with the Ronin waypoint. It asks you to log in with your MetaMask, okay? So basically, you will go through the process of clicking on MetaMask, log in, and you will be able to claim here on this star, okay? It's important for you to claim every day. And with that, you will be able to get the items here to complete these bounties and earn tokens, either PAR tokens or Mantle tokens, and pocket some money there. So in this case, folks, these are the 3 ways you have to farm here in this closed beta 2, alright? I hope you liked it, that this information helped you in some way. And you can watch all the other videos here on the Tempest Labs platform, explaining the maps, how to farm, etc. We're in this together. A big hug. Stay with God. Thanks, take care, and I'm out.